And we're back.
Sorry.
Crunchy carrots.
Uh-huh.
We're back.
We're back.
Sorry. What was that? Okay. So, Kel, Andara, and Ardo had wandered through the portal into Waterdeep and avoided being captured by the guards, who lightly questioned them, and headed off to find the library and the Mages Guild. So, as you're wandering through town, Kel,
Yep.
you are going to see someone seems to have taken note of you. Ardo, you're going to notice that as well. Someone seems to have taken note of Kel. He looks at him, looks with like fear on his face, and then starts to go back around the alley. You're walking down a main street towards the college. Just this guy kind of pops out from the alley looking around, sees Kel, eyes go wide, and he darts back down the alley.
Was it in Waterdeep where Kel had the golem that smashed people, or was that in another port town?
That was in Waterdeep.
Okay. All right.
Yes. The telekinesis master is back.
It's the Hope Slayer!
Do either of you do anything with this information?
I just look at Kel and say, "Did you see that?
See what?
That guy? I guess I don't know.
Could you be more specific?
It seemed like he recognized you.
Nah, he couldn't have. What guy?
Guy that just ran down the alley. You see him?
Do I see him?
Yeah, I mentioned Ardo and Kel saw that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
who was that?
I don't know who it was. Some random guy.
You didn't recognize him.
He looked kind of like a mole rat person thing. Whatever the fuck those were. Rare rat.
Were rat?
Mole rat.
Yes, he's a were mole rat.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's one of those guys. I'm sure we'll be fine.
Okay.
You continue along.
They should mind their own business.
Yep.
You know, when his life is in Andara's hands, he's strangely not cautious with it at all. Aren't you concerned, Kel? This is Andara's problem.
I'll be all right.
Yeah.
And Dara's used to everybody around her dying that, has any kind of meaning to her, so.
She's ready for it. She'll just bury the others.
Death is all part of it.
I should rest. No, there's no way the rest would work. Yeah.
There's no point. They'll just die again.
I'm like that mopey robot from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Yeah.
Okay. You get to the Mages Guild, and you go straight into the library building. Mages College, excuse me. You go straight into the library building. There's a librarian sitting behind the desk. Rather elderly lady sees you walk in. Can I help you?
We're just sitting here in silence. Sorry, just as I was crunching things. I didn't want to crunch it.
Yeah, you can help us.
We do appreciate quiet in the library. Thank you kindly, young people.
Yeah, sorry. Just so odd, to be so courteous. We're looking for some help. Right. I look at Andara. We're looking for help.
Yes. I'm looking for information about. Sorry.
The bear guy?
Yeah. Some kind of a Sire of Bears. I'm not sure if that strikes a chord with you or not, or
I believe there some of the barbarian tribes do worship someone they call the Bear Father, but
that's a good place for us to start anyway. Where will we find books regarding that?
you'll be looking
Individual.
for them on the section of Uthgard tribes. She points down 3 shelves.
Okay. How many books are there?
There should be 1 per tribe. You're probably looking for the Bear tribe, I'm assuming.
Do they? Okay. Let's take a look at that.
All right. You do find a book talking about a bear tribe of Uthgard barbarians. Well, you find the, excuse me, let me see.
I'm gonna see if any of them are related to underground or anything like that. You know what I mean? Because of the
18. Okay. You find the section of Uthgard barbarian tribes, but there are a couple of books missing. Guess which ones?
all the important ones.
The ones you need.
You do see the one related to the bear tribe, though.
Am I able to get any further information about this? That Like,
Going through it, you see that they are forest dwelling.
okay. What's their general demeanor?
Very territorial. They will occasionally trade with outsiders, but are more often than not going to attack on sight.
Fun.
Oh, sons of guns.
Where's a druid when I need one?
You see that there's
No shit.
a black lion tribe, a raven tribe, an elk tribe, a wolf tribe, a great worm tribe, griffin tribe, tiger tribe, the sky pony tribe. I'm not kidding. The thunder beast tribe, the tree ghost tribe.
Sky pony tribe?
Oh my goodness. I'm sorry. You do not find a book on bear tribe. I was mistaken.
Okay.
Yeah, the librarian said she thought there should be a bear tribe of Uthgard barbarians, but you do not find a book on the bear tribe.
Okay.
Did we find a book about general knowledge of the barbarians or
Yes.
religion and lore? And we read that.
Yeah, you do find a book on that, and you do find that there. Librarian didn't know what she was talking about. Silly
Damn
librarian.
librarian. Okay.
The heck? Oh, excuse me. Yeah. Damn it! I'm so crazy on this. There is a book on the Blue Bear tribe. It's one of the oldest ones. When you scroll through it, when you flip through it, though, you're going to notice that the tribe has been wiped out.
Is there history on how it got wiped out?
Apparently, the Red Tiger tribe wiped them out.
Oh, sons of bitches.
Are these all related to the same sort of deity, like these tribes, or is it just?
They each worship a different totem animal.
Oh,
The Blue Bear tribe were the only one that worshipped the bear, and they were wiped out by the Red Tiger tribe.
Does it have any information about the general geography or?
near Barona's Well.
Do I know where that is?
Yes, you do.
I'm sure there's a book about that somewhere if I don't.
Know where Barona's Well is. I don't know where that is.
You know the exact location.
Oh, there we go. Barona's Well is between the Coldwood and the Moonwood way north. Yeah. That's right. There you go. If you break north out of the Moonwood and keep going to the Coldwood, you'll find Barona's Well. That's where the Blue Bear tribe at one time resided. They're now dead. All of them. To your knowledge.
Horrible.
Or this book's knowledge as well.
Is there a book about like deities in general and stuff like that, where I can see if there's any other bear deities that I can sort of piece together?
Going through them, you're not placing any other bear deities. Just that totem bear that they worshipped.
Okay. Totem
And
bear.
it doesn't actually qualify as a deity.
Right. It's just like an individual kind of deal, or just like an idea,
Yeah.
a concept.
Mm-hmm.
What's the you gonna send us the riddle so we can read it? Or
Did you share that with them?
Oh, my bad. Yeah, I'll send it to you. I'll just link it in roleplay since I gave it to everybody.
Okay.
Bloop, bloop.
Do recognize that Mouth of Song is, like I said, being a temple to Elistray in the Moonwood. The last time you were there, it was abandoned. Its inhabitants slaughtered, as far as you could tell.
Which that was the okay.
The Mouth of Song.
I probably
is that a typo for ground, or is that an actual?
Probably a typo. Where did I?
Gorund. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a typo.
I read it as ground when I read it because. Yeah.
You know how that works. You see the first letter's in the right place. The last letter's in the right place. Just kind of throw the rest of them in there.
We must find Gorund, the bear god.
Well, it might be a monster. You never
No,
know.
yeah. Neath Gorund. You must defeat Gorund. He guards the entrance.
Thanks, guys. Yeah.
And it stares like looks, not stairs
Dude.
like steps.
Right. Stairs
Okay.
like looks.
No, Gorund guards the stairs that go down. You gotta play him a song to put him to sleep, like in Harry Potter.
All right then.
Too bad we don't have that music box.
You don't even know about a music box.
I know. Too bad we don't have that music box that we don't know about.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. So Ardo, you're wandering around in the library and you kind of stumble up against yourself and start to doze off. That's it. I was just stating that.
And we'll never see him again.
No, that'll be the last you see of Ardo.
He'll wake up a couple days later. We'll be 3 centuries older.
Fan Ardo. Okay, so
He's like the Doctor Who of slumber.
you guys, I'm assuming then are going to stay here in the library doing research.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There is a place to stay nearby, so you could probably check out some rooms. Is that something interesting to you?
I'm going for the inn.
What?
Say Javia's got no reason to be in the library. She's going for the inn.
Haavia was in the crow's
No.
nest.
Oh,
Yeah, Haavia's got no business being in the library because she wasn't there.
well, you see a portal opens to one of you. Who cares?
Haavia just pops in. I have no business in this place. Disappears just
She's
as
like-
quickly.
Poof, out the front door. Hey, she
This is
stops-
advanced reading, yeah.
She asked the librarian on the way out, is there a basement?
Do you have any coloring
There
books?
is no basement.
You know, Haavia, a library is a good place to learn on reading. And, you know, you could, you know.
She
Yeah.
goes over to the child section and looks for books.
Right? You see Haavia reading the advanced manual of Sea Spot Run. Doing
Observe, blotch, preambulate.
There you go.
Ardo's just sort of dozing in and out.
I noticed that. That's why I'm gonna a little bit here because I need him on here for this. You take several different books, trying to find relevant information with you. Check out a room at the inn, and I'll let y'all pass through that day without too much difficulty. Dermot, that's going to leave you being the only person on the ship. What? What is that? Sounded like a cat. I'm not entirely sure.
Meow.
Yeah.
Meow.
So, Dermot, you're the only one left on the boat. That's no problem to you.
No, we're good.
We're good.
The crew
Alright.
doing anything interesting?
Just trying to keep it going. They're very happy with their pay. So, anytime that you come up on the deck, they ask if you need anything or anything we can get for you, Captain.
Yeah, pull up a barrel.
That they do. They send one of them down. Yeah, you run down below. Bring up some of those cap'n things. You see him grin and head down.
There's a room that has a sign that says Captain
Captain
Things
Things.
with
Yeah.
quotations.
Yeah. What did I got here? Okay. Yes. Good. All right. I lose Chris already? Did he just fall in the floor?
No, he got up and left.
Like the chair just down. He's out for the count.
Man down.
So
Well,
how many
got that
rooms
answer
y'all
right.
check out at the inn?
You know what?
Are you
Havia's not even bothering that. She's just grabbing books and she's going back to the crow's nest.
Okay.
Just grabbing books and leaving.
You
Poof.
see Haavia grabs a couple of books and portals out.
Just stole some books.
Yeah, pretty much.
Literally just took some books and took it off. You see the librarian just kind of look, get a little, her brow goes down a bit, nods her head and goes back to her reading.
Can have library golems after you.
Those are
Not
the
too
worst.
long. Yeah. Should have used the library.
Havia, say Havia portals into a library. You get out. You have no library card.
Yeah.
Suddenly become
you-
Asian.
Do you intend to play anything at the inn, Kel? Or are you going to be in there with Andara researching this the whole night?
I'm going to be in there with Andara.
Giggity.
The two of you, in your course of research over the night, are able to determine that it's, or you feel comfortable enough that the poem, riddle, whatever, is not speaking about any kind of deity involving bears. This has to be some kind of person.
Or
Yeah.
sire of bears, some kind of
Person
bear
or
king.
title. Exactly.
Well, I'll probably start looking towards royalty then, try to see if I find any kind of information about bear kings or bear leaders, or if
Okay.
it's not religion related.
So that's the next set. You're going for royalty.
Yeah.
Kel, you? What's you trying to research?
Is there any ancient dwarf stuff?
There is some books on ancient dwarven architecture.
I want to find out about the mine, so I'm going to look into that.
Ones that are around a spine.
Yeah,
Okay,
one's around the center of the Faerun.
gotcha.
And
Haavia,
Dara, on your research, you look up king bears. It says, "See, dire bear." Anyways, go ahead, Sragg.
My joke was unbearable, Scott.
Don't you dare.
Start the puns. Don't start with the puns.
That's your one.
I didn't say it.
okay. Going with that, Haavia, it's going to take you a little while to finish your books. You're just practicing your reading, basically.
Yep. Just that, and just trying to gain.
I can just see this. Haavia's up in the crow's nest, kicked back with a book open, not really paying any attention to what's going on.
Every about 5 minutes, looking up. No land.
Something. Land ho.
Nope.
That'd be
Just turn around, and once she's done with that one, she's opening up another portal again to kill. Runs back over to the kid section, throws the books down on the used cart, grabs more, points out.
All right. You'll notice that time the librarian's not going to give you the concerned look, more quizzical. At least you're bringing them back. She'll go and inspect them when you brought them back, see that they're in fine condition, besides smelling of salt water, and send you on your way.
Saltwater and seagull droppings.
Yeah. Anything from you on that one, Dermot? The second day.
No. I mean,
No.
I think the crew and I would have had a couple of drinking contests, and
Yeah. Your popularity with the crew is increasing immensely.
They're now in their 9th game of Twister.
dwarves don't play Twister.
I said Dwarven Twister. It's different.
Yeah. Okay. We need
A lot less legs.
Left axe,
Yeah.
head.
Yeah.
all right. With that round of research, Kel, you do find an old map with several different locations marked out in the spine of the world where dwarf settlements and old mines are. You've got at least a dozen settlements and about 30 mines
Okay.
all throughout the spine of the world that have been abandoned. And Dara, you don't find anything relating to royalty, someone declaring themselves a bear king.
All right.
And that's your research for that day. Okay. So on the third day,
Of Christmas.
what's the goals of the party? Because this is an interesting day.
Not
And you
die.
know what? Well, that's a good one. That's a good. And Ardo's back just in time. Goody gumdrops.
Ardo's been asleep in the library this entire time
Kind of snoozing in the library.
for 3
Oh, no.
days.
What have you been
Oh,
doing
my.
for 2 days, Ardo? Like in the library with them?
Drinking coffee. And
Drinking
studying
coffee.
stuff.
And studying stuff. What have you been studying?
He's got to make up for lost time.
Rogue things.
The Art of Subtlety by Ardo. Hey, I know this book.
I've been studying dinosaurs.
When did I write
Okay.
this?
Why not?
He's got a dinosaur book. That makes sense.
Dino Anatomy, man.
That was creepy. That's good. Okay. Research topics for this day from the three of you.
researching dinosaurs. So he's in the same section as Haavia in the pop-up.
Nope, I was saying,
Pop-up
I
bus.
was saying, nope. This time around, when Haavia turns around and she drops
about-
off that, she looks at the librarian. I need a book on vampires.
What about ancient dwarf
Yeah,
city
vampires.
capitals?
Done. Okay. Ancient dwarf capitals. Capital cities.
No, just the capital letters.
Okay. So you're taking ancient dwarf
D.
capital cities. You're taking a book on vampires. Ardo,
But said dinosaurs, right?
you're still going with dinosaurs. Okay, just making sure.
Oh no, I mean if there's other things we can research.
Yeah,
They have more than
Um,
just dinosaurs in the library.
you got the names of the different creatures that you saw while you were over there now.
Oh, okay. So what else can we study?
Advanced alchemy.
Let's see. How to appraising jewelry.
Maximizing your investments.
Amazing. Good. Andara, what's your study for the day?
I would probably just be on the same tangent as Kel. We probably would have talked about it. You probably would have.
Both looking up dwarven capitals. Ancient dwarven capitals, excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That works. So, Kel and Andara are going to hear of a place. Let me pull this up again. Called Gauntlgrim, that is up near that area. That's, yeah. Well, that's ancient dwarven capital.
Where is it?
It's actually closer to Neverwinter.
What's it called again?
Gauntlgrim.
Contogrim.
What was the last thing I found?
That's where the Goran resides. Contogrim.
Really?
Gorand.
There's bad shit there. The
Goran.
last thing you found was 12 different settlements listed on a map that are in ruins now.
Okay.
30 mines dotting the spine of the world.
But no famous mines that I found?
No. Just different mines. They each had numbers for names, actually. One of them might have a name like so-and-so's tunnel, whatever. Just someone found it, using it as a root cellar. But nothing that's... Most the ones that were found were tapped out already. Okay. Ardo, you now feel like you appreciate jewelry more than you did before.
Oh lordy.
Haavia, you feel that you better understand yourself after reading that and realize that your own ability is actually quite unique among half-breeds.
She continues researching. She grabs more books.
Well,
You're
now,
special.
that's a lot of time passing through the third day. Now, as dusk falls on the third day, something amazing happens. So you three are all in the library together, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Ardo's probably sleeping or reading dinosaur books.
All right, Ardo, you feel a strange sensation.
Mm-hmm.
I need you to roll a fortitude save.
Let's
Hurts.
see. My chest hurts.
Yeah, your chest hurts. Roll a fortitude save.
1, 20. Wait. 7. Ah.
Okay, we'll come back to that. So
He said a fortitude save, not a 3-tude save.
Shut the fuck up.
Jeez.
on the boat, Haavia, you hear lots of sound from down below. Dermot, you also feel pain. Roll a fortitude save, please. No, this is Dermot and his fortitude save. I just jinxed him. He's gonna roll.
Yeah,
a
you
one.
just like pumped it up. I haven't rolled.
Go roll a one.
Yeah,
I'll do it,
gee,
Dermot.
thanks for that. Why would I have an ability modifier? Okay.
Okay. So, Haavia, you're going to be up there and you hear people start to groan in pain, and then you're hearing a popping sound. Okay? You look
Okay,
down to
I'm
see
gonna
the
go
crew-
investigate it.
you kind of slide down to see the crew members leaning up against the railings. They start screaming in pain as their chests explode. And
What?
they're falling all over the place on the boat. One of them falls off the boat. You see Dermot come up, kind of clench his chest for a second, and then
And
let out
belch.
a belch. It just kind of looks like, huh.
I look at my mug.
Yeah. Meanwhile, back in the library,
What was in that ale?
Andara, Kel, y'all are sitting there with Ardo reading books. When Ardo, you feel an intense pain in your chest.
Uh-huh.
You kind of start to, Kel and Andara, you're going to notice he looks not too good. He kind of drops the book forward, leans back in the chair, grabs his chest, and his chest explodes. Ardo is dead. The librarian lets out a screech.
You don't see that every day, now do you?
Ardo!
You're screaming
Inconceivable.
from outside, and popping sounds happening throughout the town.
Oh my god.
Damn solar flares. Popcorn and citizens.
What do you do?
Oh, I'll probably run over and
Yeah, run over to Ardo.
Yeah, I
First of all-
shouldn't have done any coffee.
You should administer triage. Yes.
well, try and resurrect him if I can, but
Your heal check shows that he is indeed quite dead. Unless you roll a 1, then he might be okay.
What was he reading? What was he reading?
Ardo was
His
reading
eyelids.
a book on jewelry. Must be cursed.
what kind of library
is
is this?
Quite an explosive jewel set in there.
How old is this book?
Doesn't seem that old.
How suspicious. I'm gonna look at the book
Mm-hmm.
while Andara hopefully helps him.
well, actually, I don't even have a resurrection prepared for the day anyway, so I'd have to.
Okay.
Let him die.
He'll keep.
What do you do with the corpse of Ardo?
Good question.
Have
I
you
mean,
seen Weekend at Bernie's?
his chest explode? Like is he in? Is he still
Literally, his
connected?
chest- yeah, he's connected. His chest cavity is exploded out. Heart is missing. Ribs are kind of splayed out. Excuse me.
Oh, fucking weird.
You're hearing a lot of screaming from coming around from outside.
Well, then I'm gonna probably head outside.
I'm gonna detect magic on the book.
You detect no magic on the book.
How strange.
Mm-hmm.
How bizarre.
I know that song.
Outside, as you get outside, there's blood running through the streets.
Oh my
People
god.
laying dead all over the place. Other people running away in panic. Certain guardsmen laying there dead as their chests exploded out. You see, there's a group of children, all of them with their hearts exploded. There's a beggar over by the library steps. He's laid forward dead with his chest exploded.
Jeez.
It's massive carnage.
Well, it wasn't people with the first letter A in their name, because I'm all right.
Must be Lolth.
Yeah, well,
She
exactly what
started her
Andara's
assault.
thinking. Well,
It's
exactly.
begun.
Yeah, and Dara finds some cardboard and adornishes a sign. The end is near, and just starts ringing a bell.
Repent.
Okay.
No, obviously not.
So
But
yeah,
yeah.
mass panic is in the streets right now.
Just gonna make sure people aren't, if it's people that are just injured that aren't exploded, I'll help those. But man, like fuck.
It seems that everyone that was affected by it is indeed very dead. And everyone that wasn't affected by it isn't sticking around to find out why.
Right.
Now,
Sticking around from what? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, they don't know what happened. Whatever
just run
happened,
in random directions.
running towards homes, running out of town. People are trying to clear out as quickly as possible, get away from crowded areas. And
I'm gonna go
It's the
find
plague.
a scroll of resurrection.
okay, you're in the Mages College, but there should be some there for research purposes.
Obviously.
Let me go find one and take it.
All right, there is a hall of scrolls, and you'll see different scrolls encased in glass of divine and arcane.
Okay, is there anyone nearby?
No, there's a couple of dead people that are in the hall.
I see dead.
The other